Vandeyam Shri Guru Shiyata Parakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Scha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raganatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shivishakam Vitam Scha Om Jnana Timarandasya Gyanachana Shalakya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasma Shri Gurave Namah Gorva Bhistam Sapurakam Gurganara Sisha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasthaveda Nipunam Shri Rupa Patanugam Govinda Bidam Ujvalam Varatanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Mande Vishwagurun Shah Divyat Bhagavat Premno Ebija Pradam Devam Divyatanum Suchanda Varanam Balarka Chelan Sandrananda Puram Sadeka Varanam Vairagya Vidyamburim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Baram Banditam Shubharam Madeka Sharanam Nyashishvara Shidaram Banchakopatarubhyascha Kripasindu Bhyevacha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahamaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratavishe Namah. So we're reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. This is the Madhya-lila, chapter 21, the opulence and sweetness of Lord Sri Krishna. Agati eka gatim natva hinartadika sadakam Sri Chaitanyam likam yasya madhurya ishvarya shikaram. Offering my obeisances unto Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, let me describe a particle of his opulence and sweetness. He is most valuable for a fallen conditioned soul, bereft of spiritual knowledge, and he is the only shelter for those who do not know the real goal of life. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaurabhakta Vrinda. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all glories to Sri Nityananda Prabhu, all glories to Sri Advaita Acharya, and all glories to all the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sarva Swarupa Dhamma Paravyoma Dhame Pritak Pritak Vaikunta Sabnahika Ganane. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, all the transcendental forms of the Lord are situated in the spiritual sky. They preside over spiritual planets in that abode, but there is no counting those Vaikunta planets. Shata Sahasra Ayuta Lakad Kotija Yojan Ekek Vaikuntara Vistara Vina Varnan Shata Sahasra Ayuta Laka Koti Yojan Ekek Vaikuntara Vistara Varnan. The breadth of each Vaikuntha planet is described as 8 miles, multiplied by 100, by 1,000, by 10,000, by 100,000, and by 10 million. In other words, each Vaikuntha planet is expanded beyond our ability to measure. Sabha Vaikuntha Vyapaka Ananda Chinmoy Parishad Shadaishvarya Purna Sabhoy. Each Vaikuntha planet is very large, and each is made out of spiritual bliss. Ananda Chinmoy. The inhabitants are all associates of the Supreme Lord, and they have full opulence like the Lord himself. This is how the Vaikuntha planets are all situated. Ananda Vaikuntha Ek Deshajar Se Paravyoma Dhamer Ke Koru Bistar. Since all the Vaikuntha planets are located in a certain corner of the spiritual sky, who can measure the spiritual sky? Ananda Vaikuntha Paravyoma Jaradala Shreni Sarvopari Krishna Loka Karnikaragani. The shape of the spiritual sky is compared to a lotus flower. That topmost region The topmost region of that flower is called the whirl, and within that whirl is Krishna's abode. The petals of the spiritual lotus flower consist of many Vaikuntha planets. Emata Shadaishvarya Sthana Avatar Brahma Shiva Antana Pai Jiva Konchar. Each Vaikuntha planet is full of spiritual bliss, complete opulence in space, and each is inhabited by incarnations. If Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva cannot estimate the length and breadth of the spiritual sky and the Vaikuntha planets, how can ordinary living entities begin to imagine them? Koti Beti Bhuman Bhagavan Paratman Yogeshvarotir Bhavata Strilokyam Kvava Katam Va Kati Va Kadeti Vistarayan Kridashi Yogamayam. O Supreme Great One, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, O Super Soul, Master of all mystic power, your pastimes are taking place continuously in these worlds, but who can estimate where, how, and when you are employing your spiritual energy and performing your pastimes? No one can understand the mystery of these activities. Emata Krishnara Dibya Shadguna Ananta Brahma Shiva Sanakare Napai Jara Anta. The spiritual qualities of Krishna are also unlimited. Great personalities like Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and the four Kumaras cannot estimate the spiritual qualities of the Lord. Gunatmanastepi gunan vimatum hita vatirnasya ka ishiresha kalenayarva vinita sukaupar bhumpamshava ke mihigadyubhasha. In time, great scientists may be able to count all the atoms of the universe, all the stars and planets in the sky, and all the particles of snow. But who among them can count the unlimited transcendental qualities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead? He descends on the surface of the globe for the benefit of all living entities. Brahmadi Rahu Sahasra Bharane Ananta Nirantara Gayam Mukhe Napai Gunera Anta. To say nothing of Lord Brahma, even Lord Ananta, who has thousands of heads, cannot reach the end of the Lord's transcendental qualities, even though he is continuously chanting their praises. Nantam vidami aham ami munayo grajaste maya balasya purushasya kuto varaye gayan gunan dasha satanana adidevash shesho dunapi samavashyati nashyaparam. If I, Lord Brahma, and your elder brothers, the great saints and sages, cannot understand the limits of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is full of various energies, who else can understand them? Although constantly chanting about his transcendental qualities, the thousand-hooded Lord Sesha has not yet reached the end of the Lord's activities. This verse spoken to Narad Muni by Lord Brahma is also from Srimad Bhagavatam. Seho Rahu Sarvagya Shiromani Shri Krishna Nijaguner Antana Pai Hayana Satrishna. To say nothing of Anantadev, even Lord Krishna himself cannot find an end to his own transcendental qualities. Indeed, he himself is always eager to know them. Dupataya evatena yayur antam anantataya tvamapiyad antaranda nichaya nanu savarana ka eva rajam shivanti vayasa sahayach shutayas tvayi phalanti atan nirasanena Pavan nidana. My Lord, Dupataya eva tena yayor antamanantataya tvamapi yad antaranda nichaya nanu savarana ka eva rajamsi vanti vayasa sahayach shrutayas tvayi phalanti atan nirasanena bhavani nidana. My Lord, you are unlimited. Even the predominating deities of the higher planetary systems, including Lord Brahma, cannot find your limitations, nor can you yourself ascertain the limit of your qualities. Like atoms in the sky, there are multi-universes with 7 coverings, and these are rotating in due course of time. All the experts in Vedic understanding are searching for you by eliminating the material elements. In this way, searching and searching, they come to the conclusion that everything is complete in you. Thus you are the resort of everything. This is the conclusion of all Vedic experts. Seharahu Braje Jabe Krishna Avatar Tara Charitra Vicharite Manana Pai Par. Apart from all argument, logic, and negative or positive processes, when Lord Sri Krishna was present as the Supreme Personality of Godhead at Vrindavan, no one could find a limit to his potencies by studying his characteristics and activities. Prakrita Shrishti Koila Ekane Asesha Vaikunta Janda Swasvanata Sane. At Vrindavan, the Lord immediately created all material and spiritual planets in one moment. Indeed, all of them were created with their predominating deities. Emata anyatra nahi shuniye adbhuta jahara shravane chito hoy avaduta. We do not hear of such wonderful things anywhere else. Similarly, by one's hearing of these incidents, one's consciousness is agitated and cleansed. Krishna Vatsar Asangyatai Sukadeva Vani Krishna Sange Katagopa Sankhya Nahijani. Krishna Vatsar Asangyatai Sukadeva Vani Krishna Sange Katagopa Sankhya Nahijani. According to Sukadeva Goswami, Krishna had unlimited calves and cowherd boys with him. No one could count their actual number. Ek gopa kore jay vatsacharan koti ardbhuta shanka padma tahara ganan. Each of the cowherd boys was tending cows to the extent of a koti, ardbhuta, shanka, and padma. That is the way of counting. According to Vedic mathematical calculations, the following enumeration system is used. Units, tens, dash, hundred, shata, thousands, sahasra, 10,000s, ayuta, and 100,000s, lakh. 10 times lakh is niyuta, 10 times niyuta is koti, 10 times koti is arbuda, 10 times arbuda is brinda, 10 times rinda is karva, 10 times karva is nikarva, 10 times nikarva is shanka, 10 times shanka is padma, and 10 times padma is sagar. 10 times sagar is antya, and 10 times antya is madhya, and 10 times madhya is pararda. Each item is 10 times greater than the previous one. Thus all the cowherd boys who were companions of Krishna had many calves to take care of. Betra Benu Dala Shringa Bastra Alankar Gopaganer Jatatara Nahi Lekapar. All the cowherd boys had unlimited calves. Similarly, their canes, flutes, lotus flowers, horns, garments, and ornaments were all unlimited. They cannot be counted by writing about them. Sabe hoila chaturbhuja vaikuntarapati pritak brahmanander brahma kore stuti. The cowherd boys then became four-handed Narayans, predominating deities of Vaikuntha planets. All the separate Brahmas from different universes began to offer their prayers unto the Lord. Ek Krishna deho hoite sabara prakashe kanake sabaise sharire praveshe. All these transcendental bodies emanated from the body of Krishna, and within a second they all entered again into his body. Ihadeki Brahma hoila mohita vishmita stuti kore e pache korila nischita. When the Lord Brahma from this universe saw this pastime, he was astonished and struck with wonder. After offering his prayers, he gave the following conclusion. Jai ko hai Krishnera bhai baba mui sab janon se januka kai mane mui e manon. Lord Brahma said, if someone says that he knows everything about Krishna's opulence, let him think that way. But as far as I am concerned, with my body and mind, I consider it in this way. Ajay tomarananta Vaibhavamrita Sindhu Moraban Manogamya Nahi Ek Bindu. My Lord, your opulence is like an unlimited ocean of nectar, and it is verbally and mentally impossible for me to realize even a drop of that ocean. Jananta eva janantu kimbahir yukta name prabho. Jananta eva janantu kim bahukya name prabho manaso bapusho bacho my bhavam tabagochara. There are people who think, I know everything about Krishna. Let them think that way. As far as I am concerned, I do not wish to speak very much about this matter. Oh my Lord, let me say this. Let me say this much. As far as your opulence is concerned, they are all beyond the reach of my mind, body, and words. Krishnera Mahima Rahu Kebatar Gyata Vrindavana Staner Deka Ascharya Vibhuta. Let the glories of Lord Krishna be. Who could be aware of all of them? His abode, Vrindavan, has many wonderful opulences. Just try to see them all. Shola Krosha Vrindavan Shatrera Prakashe Tara Ek Deshe Vaikunta Janda Ganabashe. According to the revelations of revealed scripture, Vrindavana extends only 16 kroshas, 32 miles. Nonetheless, all the Vaikuntha planets and innumerable universes are located in one corner of this tract. Apara Aishvarya Krishna Nahika Ganan Shakachandra Nyaye Kore Digdarshan. No one can estimate the opulence of Krishna. That is unlimited. However, just as one sees the moon through the branches of a tree, I wish to give a little indication. Aishvarya Kohile Sfurila Aishvarya Sagar Manendriya Dubila Prabhu Hoila Fafar. While describing the transcendental opulences of Krishna, the ocean of opulence manifested in the mind of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and his mind and senses were immersed in that ocean. Thus he was perplexed. Bhagavater e shloka parila apane arta shwarite suke korana vyakyane. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally recited the following verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, and to relish the meaning, he began to explain it himself. Swayam tvasam yati shayas triyadisha Saraja Lakshmi Apta Samastakama Balim Harabis Chiralokapalai Kirita Koti Dita Parapita. The Supreme Personality of Krishna is the master of the three worlds, and the three principal deities, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, no one is equal to or greater than him. By his spiritual potency known as Swarajalakshmi, all his desires are fulfilled. While offering their dues and presents in worship, the predominating deities of all the planets touch the lotus feet of the Lord with their helmets. Thus they offer prayers to the Lord. Paramaishwara Krishna Swayam Bhagavan Tate Bora Tarab Sama Keho Nashidan. Krishna is the original Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, he is the greatest of all. No one is equal to him, nor is anyone greater than him. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam. Krishna, known as Govinda, is the Supreme Controller. He has an eternal, blissful, spiritual body. He is the origin of all. He has no other origin, for he is the prime cause of all causes. Krishna, known as Govinda, is the Supreme Controller. He's Parama, Ishvara Parama Krishna. He's a Paramishwara. Krishna, known as Govinda, is the Supreme Controller. He has an eternal, blissful, spiritual body. Satchidananda Vigraha. He is the origin of all. He has no other origin, for he is the prime cause of all causes. Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Brahma Vishnu Hare E Srishyari Ishwar Tine Agya Kari Krishna Adishwar. The primary predominating deities of this material creation are Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Lord Vishnu. Nonetheless, they simply carry out the orders of Lord Krishna, who is the master of them all. Sri Jamitan Niyukto Ham Haro Harati Tad Vasha Vishvam Purusha Rupena Paripati Trishakti Drik. Lord Brahma said, following the will of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I create. Lord Shiva destroys, and he himself, in the form of Chirodakashayi Vishnu, maintains all the affairs of material nature. Thus, the supreme controller of the three modes of material nature is Lord Vishnu. E Shamanya Triyadishvara Shuna Arta Ar Jagat Karanatina Purushavatar. This is only a general description. Please try to understand another meaning of Triadish. The three Purusha incarnations of Vishnu are the original cause of the material creation. So, Esamanya Triadishvarer Shuna Arta Ar Eshamanya Triadishvarer Shuna Arta Ar Jagat Karanatina Purushavatar. This is only a general meaning. Please try to understand another meaning of Triadish. The three Purusha incarnations of Vishnu are the original cause of the material creation. Mahavishnu Padmanabha Shirodaka Swami 18 Stula Sukmak Sarva Antarjami. Mahavishnu, Padmanabha, and Shirodakashayi Vishnu are the super souls of all subtle and gross existences. Mahavishnu, Padmanabha, and Shirodakashayi Vishnu are the super souls of all subtle and gross existences. Lord Mahavishnu is known as Karanodakashayi Vishnu, the super soul of everything. Garbhodakshayi Vishnu, from whose lotus navel Brahma was created, is also called Hiranyagarbha, and he is the total super soul and the subtle super soul. Okay. Garbhodakshayi Vishnu, from whose lotus navel Brahma was created, is also called Hiranyagarbha, and is the total super soul and the subtle super soul. Shirodakashayi Vishnu is the universal form and the gross super soul. So Shirodakashayi is in the heart of all living entities, expanded as super soul. So we can say Mahavishnu is the super soul of the he is the super soul of the, we can say, the creation. There's so many Vaikuntha planets come out from his pores and his breathing. So he's the super soul on the level of the creation. And Garbhodakshayi Vishnu, who enters into the universes, and then from whose navel Lord Brahma is coming, that Garbhodakshayi Vishnu is the super soul of the universe. And Shirodakashayi Vishnu is the super soul of all living entities. 18 Sarvashraya Jagadishwar Ehosab Kalamsha Krishna Adishwar. Although Mahavishnu, Padmanabha, and Shirodakashayi Vishnu are all shelters and controllers of the entire universe, they are nonetheless but plenary portions or portions of the plenary portions of Krishna. Therefore, he is the original personality of Godhead. Yashaika Nishvasita Kalamatavalambya Shivanti Loma Vilaja Jagad Andanata Vishnur Mahansa Iha Yasha Kala Vishesho Govinda Mariparusham Tamaham Bhajami. The Brahmas and other lords of the mundane worlds appear from the pores of Mahavishnu and remain alive for the duration of his one exhalation. I adore the primeval Lord Govinda, of whom Mahavishnu is a portion of a plenary portion. E Arta Madhyam Shuna Guda Arta Ar Tinava Shastana Krishnera Shastra Kyate Jar. This is the middle meaning. Now please hear the confidential meaning. Lord Krishna has three places of residence which are well known from the revealed scriptures. Andapur Galoka Shri Vrindavan Janitya Stiti Mata Pita Bandhugan. The internal abode is called Goloka Vrindavan. It is there that Lord Krishna's personal friends, associates, father and mother live. Madhurya Aishvarya, Madhurya Kripadi Bandar, Yogamaya Dashi Jahan, Rasadi Lilasar. Vrindavan is the storehouse of Krishna's mercy and the sweet opulences of conjugal love. That is where the spiritual energy working as a maidservant exhibits the rasa dance, the quintessence of all pastimes. Karuna Nikuramba Komale Madhuraishvaya Visheshashalani Jayati Raja Raja Nandane Nai Chinta Kanika Bhudetina Karana Nikuramba Komale Madhuraishvarya Visheshashalini Jayati Raja Raja Mandane Nai Chinta Karnika Bhudetina. Vrindavan Dham is very soft due to the mercy of the Supreme Lord, and is especially opulent due to conjugal love. The transcendental glories of the son of Maharaj Nanda are exhibited here. Under the circumstances, not the least anxiety is awakened within us. Taritale Paravyoma Vishnu Lokanam Narayana Adiyananta Swaruparadam. Below the Vaikuntha planets is the spiritual sky, which is known as Vishnu Loka. Below the Vrindavan planet is the spiritual sky, which is known as Vishnu Loka. In Vishnu Loka, there are innumerable Vaikuntha planets controlled by Narayan and innumerable other expansions of Krishna. Madhyama Vesha Krishna Shad Aishvarya Bandhar Ananta Swarupe Jahan Karena Bihar. The spiritual sky, which is full in all six opulences, is the intermediate residence of Lord Krishna. It is there that an unlimited number of forms of Krishna enjoy their pastimes. Ananda Vaikuntha Jahan Bandara Kotari Parishad Ganeshad Aishvarye Achibari. Innumerable Vaikuntha planets, which are just like different rooms of a treasure house, are all there, filled with all opulences. Those unlimited planets house the Lord's eternal associates, who are also enriched with the six opulences. Galokanamni Nijadamni Talecha Tachya Devi Mahesha Hari Dam Namasu Teshu Teshu Te Te Prabhava Nichaya Vihitas Chayena Govindamari Parusham Tamaham Bhajami Galokanamni Nijadamni Talecha Tachya Devi Mahesha Hari Namasu Teshu Teshu Te Te Prabhava Nichaya Vihitas Chayena Govinda Mari Parusham Tamaham Bhajami. Below the planet named Goloka Vrindavan are the planets known as Devidam, Maheshdam, and Haridam. These are opulent in different ways. They are managed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead Govinda, the original Lord. I offer my obeisances unto him. Below the planet named Goloka Vrindavan are the planets known as Devidam, Maheshdam, and Haridam. So Devidam, Maheshdam, and Haridam. These are opulent in different ways. They are managed by the Supreme Personality of Govinda, Supreme Personality of Godhead Govinda, the original Lord. I offer my obeisances unto him. Pradhana Parama Vyomnor Antare Virajanadi Vedanga Sveda Janitais Toyai Prasravita Shubha. Below the spiritual and the material world is a body of water known as the river Viraja. This water is generated from the bodily perspiration from the Supreme Personality of Godhead too, is known as Vedanga. Thus the river flows. Between the spiritual and the material world is a body of water known as the river Viraja. This water is generated from the bodily perspiration of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is known as Vedanga. Thus the river flows. Tasya pare paravyoma Sripad bhutam sanatanam amritam shashvatam nityam anantam paramam padam. Beyond the river Viraja is the spiritual nature, which is indestructible, eternal, inexhaustible, and unlimited. It is the supreme abode consisting of 3/4 of the Lord's opulences. It is known as Paravyoma, the spiritual sky. In the spiritual sky there is neither anxiety nor fear. It is externally existing, and it consists of 3/4 of the Lord's energy. The material world is an exhibition of only 1/4 of the Lord's energy. Therefore, it is called Ekapadi Vibhuti. Taratale Bhayabhasa Niraja Par Ananda Brahmanda Jahan Kotariya Par. On the other side of the river Viraja is the external abode, which is full of unlimited universes, each containing unlimited atmospheres. On the other side of the river Viraja is the external abode, which is full of unlimited universes, each containing unlimited atmospheres. Okay. I'll repeat this. Taratale Maya Rasa Virajarapar Ananda Brahmanda Jahan Kotariyapar. On the other side of the river Viraja is the external abode, which is full of unlimited universes, each containing unlimited atmospheres. Devidam Namatara Jiva Jarabasi Jagaulatmi Raki Rohe Jahan Mayadasi. The abode of the external energy is called Devidam, and its inhabitants are the conditioned souls. It is there that the material energy Durga resides with many opulent maidservants. Eitinda mera hoy Krishna Adishwar Goloka Paravyoma Prakritira Par. Krishna is the supreme proprietor of all dhamas, including Goloka Dham, Vaikuntha Dham, and Devi Dham. The Paravyoma and Goloka Dham are beyond Devi Dham, this material world. Okay. Chid Shakti Vibhuti Dham Sripad Aishvaryanam Maika Vibhuti Ek Para Abhidan. The spiritual world is considered to be 3/4 of the energy and opulence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whereas this material world is only 1/4 of that energy. That is our understanding. Sripad Vibhuter Dhamatvat Sripad Bhutam Itatpadam Vibhutir Maika Sarva Prokta Padatmika Jata. Because it consists of 3/4 of the Lord's energy, the spiritual world is called Sripad Bhuta. Being a manifestation of 1/4 of the Lord's energy, the material world is called Ekapada. Sripad Krishnara Bhakya Gochar Sripad Vibhutira Anantabar Sripad Vibhuti Krishnara Bhakya Agochar Ekpad Vibhutira Shunaha Bistar. The 3/4 part of Lord Krishna's energy is beyond our speaking power. Let us therefore hear elaborately about the remaining 1/4 of his energy. Ananta Brahmandara Jata Brahma Rudragan Chiralok Pala Shabde Taharaganan. Actually, it is very difficult to ascertain the number of universes. Every universe has its separate Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, who are known as permanent governors. Therefore, there is also no counting them. Okay. Today I'm going to stop here. Tomorrow we'll continue. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Nama Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan Giridhari Gopinatha Madana Mohan Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Sri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunath H.I. Gosai Kori Charana Bandhan Jaoite Bignana Shabishta Puran H.I. Gosai Jarmui Taradas Tasabar Padarenu Mora Panchagras Tader Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanibas Janame More Abhilash H.I. Gosai Jabe Braje Koilabas Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakash Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Brindavan Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Majjai Aman Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koryash Harinam Sankirtana Kohe Naratam Mudas Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nitai Gora Haribo 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 Nitai Gora Haribo 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 Jai Saparikara Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhari Ju Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravajaka Charyashta Tara Sadashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravajaka Charya Ashtatara Sadashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Rupanuga Guru Bharga Ki Jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhatta Dasha Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai Premsigo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu ki jai, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur ki jai, Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat ki jai, Narottam Srinivas Shamananda Prabhu ki jai, Jayam Vishnupad Vishvavaranya, Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada ki jai, Jayam Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmawacharya Maharaj ki jai, Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Madhacharya Vrinda ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Shri Ram Navadeep Dham ki jai, Shri Ram Mayapur ki jai, Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat ki jai, Soquel Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Seva Ashram ki jai, Ganga Devi ki jai, Tulasi Maharani ki jai, Bhakti Devi ki jai, Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Shri Radha Krishna Go Gopi Govardhan, Sham Kana Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Ju ki jai, Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, all the assembled devotees ki jai, Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.